she has to say.
What's up, man?
Just not having a good day.
I'm sorry, man. Did anything happen?
Just the same stuff.
I get it, babe. Life's hard.
I know that I've actively worked towards the life that I have now. This isn't the life that I want, and it's just so frustrating to me. I've sacrificed my 20s. I've sacrificed all of the years with the kids being young, and I just don't think it was worth it. It's not even about the money though. That's the thing.
What I was gonna say is we're doing good for our age.
I'm just frustrated. The chaos and the hustle, and I'm just so tired of it. Always being pulled in a million directions. For the last 6 years, I've just not been the mom, the wife, the friend, the business owner that I've wanted to be.
I don't think I give enough stuff enough.
I honestly feel like so many wives, working wives, feel like this. They work every single day. They gotta get up and then they gotta give their kids to someone else to raise them because they gotta go make money. But at some point, I feel like no woman wants to work 60, 70 hours a week just to provide for the kids and then only to pay money for someone else to raise their kids. Now, obviously, it's going to be very hard for most families to be able to afford, to live on just one income because the dad has to, it's going to be an expensive lifestyle to take care of everything, so the mom at some point has to work. But I believe many women feel the same way she feels. They are tired of working. But unfortunately, there are very few men who can provide fully financially for a family of two or three or four in some cases where the woman doesn't have to work. So some women have to work to contribute.
Enough credit though.
Because I've been spread so thin, it's just to not even execute best of my abilities just pisses me the fuck off. It makes me so mad. But then it's I realistically understand that that with everything that was going on, I did the best of a shitty situation. I get that. I'm just surviving and I'm not thriving in anything. I am a shitty CEO. It's not, yeah, it's because I'm never executing to the best of my abilities because I can't. I can't,
I mean, first of all, I'll give the husband on the phone because she's on the phone with her husband some credit for being understanding, you know, because I'm sure this is not the first time she's called him crying about ABCD going wrong in her life. I'm sure he understands that. But I also have to take this with a grain of salt because she's a content creator. The fact that she recorded herself venting to her husband, crying, and then posting it on the internet for us to talk about it, you know, that says something. She's a content creator. You know, uh, the third thing I wanted to say is that I think some women may be in a position where the husband could provide everything, but they don't want to stay home because then they will feel like they are slaves. They feel like the man is controlling because he wants to be the one to provide so she doesn't have to go out there to hustle and grind. So as long as she doesn't blame the man for working or for making her work the long hours and having to provide, that's okay. She can vent all she wants because at least the husband is listening.
if I pour everything into this business like I'm supposed to in this role, then I'm a horrible person to my children. I cannot continue this conversation because I'm losing my mind, but I'm just not having.
I just want you to know you're doing good. I understand that there's ups and downs, and I do get that it's hard. I fully agree.
I don't want to keep trying to keep up. I do not want to. I want to.
You're gonna slow down.
I'm just so frustrated. I'm just so frustrated. Okay, well, let me go because you're just being you're being logical, and I don't want to be logical.
I'm with you that things are hard.
I'm just overwhelmed and I'm frustrated. Well, since I just cried.
So she just told her husband that you are being logical and I don't want to be logical. So this makes me think she just wanted his attention just for the sake of it, but she didn't want a solution. So sometimes women may do that. They may vent, not because something is seriously happening. It's not an emergency. She just wants you to listen and make her feel good about whatever is going on, even if it's not such a big deal. But this is why I said this probably happens more times than we know. It's just this one time she decided to press record, catch herself crying to her husband. But at some point, this may get tiring to a man. If she's always crying and she doesn't want his solutions, because as men, I could understand why she's like, hey, I'm going through this. And he's like, hey, listen, there's a solution. Let's do ABCD. But she doesn't want the solution. So some guys may get frustrated. It's like, okay, if you don't want my solutions, why do you keep calling me crying? Why are you complaining that you work too much? But then when I try to give solutions, you don't want them. So what do you guys think? Do you guys, women, really enjoy working long hours to provide for their families? Or would most women prefer a man who has to pay all the bills and they can work if they want to, when they want to, not because they actually have to provide? Because in this case, she's saying she's doing because she has to provide, but then she's married. So makes me think either they live such an expensive lifestyle, oh, it's just not enough for them to rely on one income. But I'll link down below her TikTok if you guys want to go check it out.